customer platform. It's time to start the day. Discover all the value you already own. Don't let solutions slip away. Wake up, customer platform. The tools are at your hand. No need to sleep on capabilities that can help your business stand. The answer's right before your eyes. You just need to realize. Wake up, customer platform, and watch your business rise. Wake up, wake up. The platform's waiting for you. Wake up, wake up. See what your system can do.
Good morning, HubSpot Nation. It is time to wake up, customer platform, with your unofficial HubSpot Updates morning show, where we help you discover the platform value you already own. I'm Chris Carolan, joined by my co-host, Casey Hawkins. We are here every weekday morning to make sure you're not sleeping on HubSpot's true capabilities. If you're joining live, drop a hello in the comments and let us know what you're building in HubSpot today, Tuesday, July 8th. 4 more days of vacation for George. So we'll do our best to keep up with 13 updates today after 11 yesterday. How you doing, Casey?
Yeah, I am good. 13 is Taylor Swift's favorite number. I know you knew that already, Chris.
I definitely
So
did.
I think it's a lucky day.
I'll take any signals that the universe wants to send our way, including AI email template upload #1 in private beta. Something weird's happening where they're starting to think I like emails and stuff, recommending this to me in this portal.
Number one update of the day for
Yeah.
Chris specifically.
What is it? AI email template upload eliminates the need to manually rebuild email templates. When bringing external designs into HubSpot, simply paste HTML from your existing templates like MailChimp, Klaviyo, Figma, or other platforms into our new AI template upload tool. The AI instantly converts your design into a fully editable drag and drop template within HubSpot's email editor. No coding required.
Why does it matter? Tired of manually rebuilding email templates every time you want to use an external design in HubSpot? Whether you're migrating the platforms like MailChimp or Klaviyo, or using designs from tools like Figma, recreating templates in HubSpot Email Editor takes time. This manual process can delay campaigns and lead to frustrating inconsistencies. The new AI email template upload tool allows you to skip the rebuild entirely, just upload or paste your existing template's HTML and let AI recreate it within HubSpot in seconds. We've heard about this a couple times, but every time I think it's very cool.
Yeah, it should be a big deal if you're
Mhm.
one of those need to design everything yourself kind of people, or you just need to move over into HubSpot. They're making it easier than ever to do that.
Worth
Please note.
noting, yeah, the drag and drop editor is very flexible. And so if you are not a designer, if you're not a developer and you just want to create an email in HubSpot, a mere mortal, can do that. So it's if I can do it, you can. You can
Yes,
do your note.
I would agree. And I'm guessing it, yeah, it takes that design and designs it into the
Drag
drag
and
and
drop.
drop editor.
Mhm.
So probably a great way to get people introduced to tools
Mhm.
they've never tried before.
Did you have was there a note on there? Oh, you must turn on your
Yep,
AI
as
settings.
always,
That's
if
what's
you want to
great.
use AI settings, you need to turn AI on in the HubSpot portal. Which might not be the case, especially for people that are doing HTML outside of HubSpot and trying to bring it in.
Mhm.
Um, so just know that you need to turn that on. Number two, line item revenue reports.
All right. If they did AI email template uploads for me today, they did line item revenue reports for Chris.
Something like that. Uh, what is it? A new reporting feature that analyzes revenue based on line items and deals using billing start dates instead of deal close dates for revenue timing.
Why does it matter? Sales teams can now accurately track and forecast revenue without creating custom objects or using third-party tools. This helps forecast monthly recurring revenue from both closed and open deals, track revenue performance by individual products, identify potential revenue gaps before they impact operations, and make data-driven decisions about resource allocation.
Now in public beta, expected August 5th for release. Man, I don't know if I'm ready for August. I think this August is just going to be crazy
I
before
think you're
inbound.
right. I know.
Uh,
I mean,
I
before Spring Spotlight, we were easily doing 15 updates a day.
Yeah, and they're all impactful. Like,
Mhm,
um, and to give I got to participate in one of those product feedback sessions where they give you a Figma,
mhm,
and it was for the new quoting experience
mhm,
that I've been participating in, but then like the next level.
mm.
And she was trying to get more feedback from me because I literally could not say anything other than I love it. Please do that. Thank you. Like
Please do that. Thank
the
you.
amount of stuff that it's looking like you'll be able to do with Breeze to
Mhm,
manage things like line items on a quote. Like just let that
mhm,
sink in terms of these tough to use spots of HubSpot and
mhm,
getting to use AI to alleviate that.
mhm,
I think things like that are why they don't necessarily jump right to the rebuild to like make the granular stuff easier if we
mhm.
can use AI to start making it better. But what I saw this morning was very, very impressive. And I'm excited to see more of that.
That is exciting. I just had a call last week with a client about some updates they wanted to make to their quote process and some general just like pain points they had with their quotes. And I said to them, I was like, we can try working on it now, but if you are able to wait until September, I think at least some of these problems will just poof, go away.
Yeah. And that's where there's always strategic things to be done to
Mhm,
make the system easier. So
mhm,
I've been suggesting that to people for a while.
mhm,
Like, don't rush to build. Figure
mhm,
out your product quoting strategy. Like, first, make sure it's documented and mapped out, and then you'll be ready for this new world where things are easier to use. Um,
mhm.
so definitely a good call there. Number three, Kanban board for deals now in sales workspace. What is it? And we have an update here. By joining this beta, you'll automatically get the updated deal board experience in the smart CRM and sales workspace as soon as it's available. No action needed. Still waiting for that smart CRM to show up stateside. I know they've been testing it in Europe.
Uh,
Uh, the Kanban board for deals is now available directly within the sales workspace, providing a visual pipeline view with drag and drop functionality to manage deal progression.
Why does it matter? Sales reps need their familiar deal management tools within the sales workspace to maintain productivity. Currently, reps switch back to the CRM to use the Kanban board, disrupting their workflow and limiting workspace adoption. This integration enables reps to visually track deals through pipeline stages without leaving the workspace, take quick actions on deals using the interactive board format, and maintain their preferred workflow while benefiting from workspace features. There's a screenshot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Kind of surprised it hasn't been there yet,
Mhm,
but also a lot more things going on in the deal Kanban
mhm,
board than other Kanban boards. So
mhm.
understandable why we saw them show up in the other spaces first. Because you got these dollar amount totals, all these tags everywhere,
Mhm.
activities. Yeah, very cool to see that progress.
Yeah. I like the name of this next one.
Find reports you're not using in
I
private
like
beta.
I like that the name of this one is like the solution, like it's the solution.
And it's short and sweet too. We love this update. What is it? We've added a new tab called Unused Reports to your list of reports. This tab shows you reports that haven't been opened in a while.
In a while.
This is called vibe updating. That's what this is.
Um, I wasn't expecting you to use vibe today, Chris. I'm sorry. Why does it matter? Clean up your reports, get rid of reports you don't need, work faster, focus on the reports you actually use, keep things clear, make sure everyone sees only the most useful reports, keep your data organized, easily find and remove old reports. For I don't know, a while, for a while, um, yeah, I don't know when this started, but there is an option in reports to see when the report was last opened or last viewed. I forget the exact phrasing there. That's a very helpful um, tag. I'm guessing. I'm guessing this new view is just some sort of time cadence. Unclear on that. I think I talked about this a couple months ago. I had a client who was classically had a bunch of team members in and out, HubSpot admins, marketing, sales teams, all over. Um, Ton of reports in HubSpot. Um, Almost certainly duplicate reports or near duplicate reports, all of that. And so at one point they said to me, they said, "Hey, Casey, can you delete all of our reports? Just delete them all. We just want to start all the way over." Um, and I was like, "Uh, okay, but there is this feature." So I was able to use that timestamp and I don't know, everything we said everything that hadn't been opened in maybe 6 months, we were just deleting. So this would be very useful if you're in a scenario like that, that you can go to there and be like, all of these reports over.
Yeah, especially if you can set this time, like, and because of what you just described, for some it'll be 6 months, for some it'll be a year,
Mhm,
especially like if it's an annual report, like
mhm,
you're probably not going in it every month,
mhm,
but that doesn't mean you want to remove it.
mhm.
Um, so, oh, in all
Yeah.
seriousness, I like the tone, which is like just, hey, this is what you're going to accomplish. In a while means something different to everybody.
Mhm,
So we're not going to mandate,
mhm.
what this is, because usually when we do, everybody complains about it. So
Yeah, I had another client who was doing their own report cleanup, and they had flagged one of my reports for cleanup. It's a quarterly report, so whatever, time frame they were looking at, and I had to be like, "No, don't delete that, please."
yeah, quarterly report. Man, it's so focused on what's happening right now. Create permissions for contacts, companies, deals, tickets, and custom objects. It's been around for a minute. What is it? A new permission each for contacts, companies, deals, tickets, and custom objects that allows admins to control whether a user is able to create each specific type of object separately from their permission to edit that object. Note, changes to custom objects and create and merge permissions will not show up in the permissions history page, but we're working on adding this change.
Why does it matter? Currently, any user that has permission to edit an object at all, such as a contact company deal ticket or custom object, is allowed to create new records for that object type. This has resulted in a concern from customers around data hygiene. They must allow their users to edit records to perform their job, but in doing so, they are forced to allow their users to also be able to create records. Um, yeah. Is seeing like what the I wonder what the like if there is any like funnel in do you do you have to be able to create records to be able to edit them or do you have to be able to you know or can those be set independently? Like can people create records but not edit them is really my it seems so.
Right. It looks like, based on this picture where there's a button for
Mhm,
create,
mhm.
um, which I could see being useful.
Mhm.
Number 6 today, create multi-select user properties. What is it? You can now create HubSpot user properties that are multi-select, enabling you to add multiple record owners in a single property.
This one matters because HubSpot user properties store a list of users in your HubSpot account. Users selected for this property are treated as record owners and have the same edit permissions for the record as an owner. Previously, only one HubSpot user could be selected as a value. This constrained your data model in cases where multiple users needed to be owners on a record. For example, you may have a contact record representing a potential customer that is owned by multiple sales team members. Each team member needs record owner permission so that they can reach out to the contact and make edits to the contact record. Now, this can be achieved with a multi select user property.
Notes. Existing user properties cannot be configured to be
Mm,
multi-select at this time. The default HubSpot owner property is not impacted by this change.
mhm.
And personalization tokens for multi-select user properties are not yet supported in marketing email, but function as expected in snippets, sales emails, and workflows.
I was wondering about those personalization tokens. Um, I am curious what as expected in snippet sales emails and workflows mean because I don't know what I expect
Yeah.
it to behave like.
If there's two people, like, what does that look like in the snippet? Um,
Like, is it Casey, like owner first name, Casey Chris?
yeah. Uh, some understanding to be had there. If you're switching to this, which I don't know if you are, because if it doesn't impact the owner property, the default,
Mhm,
because my question was going to be, all right, like how many properties are we deleting, like to move to this multi-select world?
mhm.
But if HubSpot's default cannot be multi-select, then I guess we still need those extra properties. Um, so
I
time will
almost
tell.
feel I don't know if like the HubSpot owner is your like primary owner. I still think there's like value in having someone be like, this is the primary owner, but Chris also is heavily involved. I don't know.
Yeah.
I kinda like that there's still one, uh, owner field that is one person, myself, but I'm sure there's plenty of businesses where that doesn't make sense.
Well, definitely like handoffs um, between teams. Uh, so a lot more prevalent on like contacts and companies and post sales objects. Um, like based on whether a salesperson has like full funnel account management responsibilities, but they're not the ones doing the post sales work. So the post sales team needs to own that. I've actually set that up in a portal recently. Um, so definitely more and more use cases popping up, uh, but also super dependent on like who's creating the record and like how are they determining, or what is determining who the owner is? If it's not the owner, the more it is the owner, like the person is creating, like then it's just like stick with the default and make sure it's automatically setting it as whoever created the record. But once you get out of that, um, you need that flexibility. Enhanced deals sidebar experience. Whoa. Uh, what is it? The new deals sidebar provides sales representatives with critical deal context in a two-column layout within the sales workspace, helping them progress deals more efficiently. And I don't use the sales workspace. That's why I was surprised by this screenshot. A lot going on in the sidebar. Why does it matter?
I just liked that, Chris, you were like, "Whoa," immediately, but I don't know if it was a positive or negative now.
There's a
This
positive.
matters. Okay. This matters because sales reps can access essential deal information without excessive scrolling or navigation away from the workspace. Admins can customize the sidebar layout to display the most relevant information for their teams, ensuring the right context is available. With increased visibility into deal risks, next steps, and guided actions, reps spend less time searching for information and more time effectively working their deals. If you are listening, not watching, and you're using the sales workspace, check out the little GIF that they've created in here. There is a lot in here. I think for me, if I was a sales rep, I would open this up and also go, whoa, and need a minute to recalibrate.
Yeah. Once you recalibrate, this looks amazing. Like
Yes.
we're seeing guided actions. We're seeing
Deal
uh,
score.
seeing a pizza stage tracker. We're seeing deal score. Seeing insights. Um, Man, give me this for every object, please, uh, and I'll be happy. I'm not asking for
I
too much.
really like that deal scorecard too, because it shows you the key factors that are contributing to the score. Um,
Yeah.
I
No, this is very exciting to see. And it's definitely how I think about these workspaces, like just carding in and out,
Mhm,
like to provide all the context
mhm.
in one space. And I forgot about this. It's been around for a minute. I'm sure they're resurfacing it because deal Kanban
Mhm,
and the fact that it wasn't in sales workspace probably was keeping a lot of people from sales workspace.
mhm.
So now that that's available, good time to remind people about that one. Time frame update for visitor intent. Upcoming sunset. Already sunsetting
Mm.
intent functionality. What is it? On July 14th, 2025, next week, we're rolling out an update to help you focus on companies with the freshest, most actionable visitor intent. This will involve removing time frame options longer than 90 days from the visitors
Ooh,
tab filters and your intent criteria configuration.
this is music to Chris's ears. Actually, this might be Chris's favorite update of the
Yep.
day. Why does this matter? This update will help you focus on the freshest intent. Recency is critical for acting on visitor intent. We found that visitor data older than 90 days is significantly less actionable. This change allows us to focus on our resources on delivering the freshest, most up to date intent data to you and your teams. Streamline your views and automation by focusing on a 90-day window. Your saved views and automations will be more relevant than ever. This ensures that features like email digest and auto ads are always working with the hottest leads, powering more timely and effective outreach. Um, I strongly agree on the visitor data older than 90 days is significantly less actionable. I might even say 30 days. Thinking of
Yeah.
my own behavior, um, I was on the YMCA website yesterday. I started getting ads from the YMCA immediately. That's great. Um, I am currently considering the YMCA. If in 90 days the YMCA reached out to me and said, "Hey, are you interested?" I'd be like, YMC what?" Um,
Yeah. Uh, this is so good,
mhm,
right? And this is HubSpot giving us guardrails that we need,
mhm,
because I'm sure people just let those lists build up and like, oh, they
mhm,
visited our site last year.
mhm,
There's interest at some point in their lifetime. Let's give them a call. 'Cause
definitely.
we need to inflate our lead contact numbers or for some other silly reason.
Yes.
Um, so had me until he said hottest leads. Again, they're just intent. Like I would
I
think
should have
we'd be
known.
careful calling them leads, right? Their audience, they're researching.
Mhm,
Could be lots of other things they're doing to like highlight themselves, like raising their hands or consuming content.
mhm.
Um, but just because they visited your site, yeah. Moving on. You do need HubSpot credits for that one, by the way.
Yes, good call out.
Merge permissions for contacts, companies, deals, tickets, and custom objects, similar to create permissions,
Mhm,
exactly like create permissions, except for merge. Um, so we will not go into further detail here. This has been around for a minute, and I know people are enjoying this level of granularity when it comes to managing your CRM users. Multiple dashboards in the sales workspace in private beta. What is
mhm.
it? You can now add multiple dashboards in your sales workspace and assign them to specific users or teams, all from the workspace settings. Admins have powerful new controls to customize dashboard visibility and apply dynamic filters. Sales reps will see dashboards with the relevant filters automatically applied. No manual setup required.
The "This why does it matter" section might be my favorite ever because it separates it by who why it matters by who you are. So for admins, this matters because you can tailor dashboard views by team, rep, or purpose, creating a clear line of sight into the data that matters most for each role. The ability to add and manage multiple dashboards simplifies setup and reduces overhead. For sales reps, this matters because dashboards now default to views that are filtered to owner equals me so that you can see data relevant to you. And for teams, this matters because you can assign specific dashboards per team or user group. This is ideal for diverse teams operating within the same workspace. Currently, only one dashboard board can be assigned per team.
Makes sense.
With
This
this
is
one.
why I don't mind like repeating updates because I feel like I've seen this before, but it could have been in like the help desk
Mhm,
workspace or the success workspace.
mhm,
They're kind of dripping updates out for each of those workspaces.
mhm.
Um, and so good to see them coming to like a convergent place of expecting the same level of functionality, especially if you expect your teams to be working there.
Yes.
So very cool. We've got three more to go. Set up and customize your customer portal in minutes.
Minutes.
What is it? Setting up your customer portal as a HubSpot customer, I believe, just got a whole lot easier. We've redesigned the customer portal settings page to guide you through activation and setup in just 4 steps. The settings page has clear instructions and smarter defaults to help you navigate your setup much faster so you can go from getting started to fully customized in minutes.
Why does it matter? With this update, you'll be able to activate your portal in minutes, giving you back plenty of time to customize and make it yours. This means less time figuring things out and more time delivering a seamless self-service experience for your customers. We'll continue to make updates to this page to ensure you have more options to tailor your portal experience to fit your brand and customers' needs.
Love to see it. This is turning into an easy win for anybody with Service Hub. Um, Self-service access for customers.
Mhm.
It's the way to go if you can get there. So very cool to see these updates. Data retention policy in development. Probably this update is in development. I'm sure there's one already
Yes.
existing. So future looking statement scheduled for release expected today, actually, July 8th. What is it? HubSpot's data retention policy empowers admins to easily configure how long their customer data is retained within their portal. Maybe I was mistaken that this hasn't existed prior to now. This powerful feature ensures admins maintain compliance with evolving privacy regulations while keeping their CRM data organized and relevant to their business needs.
Why does it matter? Data limitation, a key principle of the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, mandates that personal data be kept for no longer than necessary to fulfill the purposes of which it was collected. HubSpot's data retention policy feature takes the stress out of complying with the data privacy principles. I thought there was some data retention rules in the GDPR settings, but I agree. This update is making me skeptical, question my own knowledge here.
Yeah, I'm sure the flexibility of it is probably something that hasn't been
That's
around, especially as
my
regulations like this often change and get updated.
Mhm.
And like one of the challenges is how do you there's so much intention, uh subjectivity behind this statement for no longer
Oh,
than
how
necessary to
yeah.
fulfill the purposes for which it was collected.
Mhm,
Um, so what I've found is as long as you're in a space and people interpret it, and this is not legal advice, uh, as long as you prove you're like a good company with good intentions and good intention with the data, like that's what the regulation is trying to make sure of.
mhm,
I think people can go a little too far in terms of like, oh no, we got to get rid of it immediately.
mhm,
Um, if the customers need you to have it, like to take care of them better, uh, yeah, maybe like be a little more intentional with your data practices.
mhm. Um, yeah, I say all the time that GDPR is kind of like the Constitution, where it can be it's up for interpretation, and that is a great example of what that means.
There you go. Um, Last one, number 13 for today. CRM summaries for mobile Copilot on Android. Huge uh, screenshot here of
Mobile
mobile.
optimized, I would think.
Yep. It really is the best way to explain like
It is.
mobile updates.
Mhm,
What is it? Sales reps are constantly moving between meetings, calls, and emails. To help them stay prepared and take quick action, CRM summaries deliver concise, AI generated insights directly within the mobile app for deals, contacts, and companies. This feature summarizes all available CRM data, highlights key points relevant to reps, recommends next steps, and includes a quick link to Copilot for deeper questions or actions.
Why does it matter? Reps don't have to have time to sift through detailed records when they're on the go. They need immediate, actionable insights. CRM summaries give them just that: smart overviews and proactive suggestions, so they can move deals forward faster and respond to opportunities with confidence. This boosts productivity, decision-making speed, and selling effectiveness.
I need to read this. How does it work? And then if you're listening and can just DM me to see if you believe or if you experience what we're about to say here. How does it work? Using AI, the mobile app processes all relevant CRM data for a selected deal, contact, or company.
Mhm.
It delivers a streamlined summary. Each summary includes key context tailored to what a sales rep needs most,
Mhm.
AI generated suggestions for the next best actions, and a direct link to Copilot for asking follow up questions or taking action. Uh, yeah, so what I've seen falling short, but I see Breeze get better every day, and I could definitely be, in the wrong here. That's why I want to hear about it from others that are actually using,
Mhm.
um, you know, if you're one of those that you don't have time to sift through detailed records when you're on the go and you hit this button, do you feel like it's delivering on this promise? Because that'd be really cool. Because when we have invoices and payments and all these other things associated that usually have not been
Mhm.
relevant in HubSpot world, that's the stuff I've seen it missing. So it would be very cool to see that whole rest of the platform be represented when we say all relevant CRM data.
Mhm.
But let's take another look at this screenshot. I love this world that we're heading into. I mean, um, this gives reps a reason to make sure the data is up to date when you can get summaries like that. Very, very cool. Remember, folks, you probably already own the solution you're looking for in HubSpot. Sometimes you just need to wake up to it. Join us tomorrow morning live at 7:30 a.m. Central, or catch us anytime on Spotify and Apple Music. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments and let us know what capabilities you want to wake up to next. Until then, I'm Chris Carolan,
I'm Casey Hawkins.
and this has been Wake Up Customer Platform. Now go build something amazing. Have a great day, everybody.
Wake up, customer platform. It's time to start the day. Discover all the value you already own. Don't let solutions slip away. Wake up, customer platform. The tools are at your hand. No need to sleep on capabilities that can help your business stand. The answer's right before your eyes. You just need to realize. Wake up, customer platform, and watch your business rise.